Yes, we are jumping in at mid-series here to Cure versus DIMAGA. So unfortunately, we missed out on game one, but thankfully, it's because they weren't aware that they had to hold their matches for us for the semifinals. But they were notified in between matches, and we were able to get a hold of them for game number 2.
Alrighty, so game number 2 going to be kicking off, and it's going to be on Grestvan. Pretty fantastic map to get a TvZ going on. Hopefully, Cure's not going to, do the Korean thing and just cheese him out because he feels like he's a stronger player. I'd love to see a nice long game between these two players here, as spawning in the bottom left right-hand corner of the map. Getting my left and rights mixed up. He's going to be Abydos? Abydos? Is that right?
Yeah.
I got confused by the MV. He's going to be playing for Abydos. Here is a Korean Terran in the blue. It is Cure.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Grestvan, we have as opponent, we have the Ukrainian Zerg player representing Berserker Esports. It is DIMAGA. Cure's name, it also doesn't help that it's not even, I mean, I guess NVT would be, no.
MV team.
Yeah, but it's Team NV.
Not anymore.
Well, even before that, it turned into Club NV.
Don't worry about it.
Hi. But yes, here we go. Cure, the favorites here. One of the best Terrans in the world. We saw him earlier. We were able to cast Cure versus Dash, and Dash didn't look too bad, to be honest. I was really happy to see Dash performing well here in Sparkling Tuna Cup. It's been a while since I've seen him, so it's been great to see him grow as a player. But now Cure is up against one of the Europeans, DIMAGA. And what was the most recent result that we saw from DIMAGA in WTL?
WTL?
Yeah, we casted him.
He took a game off someone.
Yeah.
Really good. I'm trying to remember who it was.
Was it Creator?
Let me look it up real quick. Was it? Yeah, Creator or Classic. I think it was Creator, yeah.
It may have been Classic.
It's Berserker, right?
Yeah, Berserker. Yeah.
Yeah, Creator.
Yeah.
He went 1-1 with Creator.
Yeah. So DIMAGA has been popping off recently. He looked damn good in that game that he was able to take from Creator. But ZVT, I feel like, is a bit of a different beast here. And I don't know if Cure is really one to slip up in that way. And I don't know how many off days he really has.
Yeah, I mean, he is a very consistent player. I mean, once you get to that kind of top level, it's something that we see when Beyond plays in these tournaments as well, and any other extremely top tier player that does play in some of these tournaments, or does he just get a drone as well, they do tend to be extremely consistent.
Yeah, they really are. And with that consistency, they also have the freedom to be aggressive as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something a little bit different from Cure, but no, never mind. I have to eat my words because we do see a 3CZ opening from Cure in game 2.
Getting a bit cheeky with that Reaper as well, really putting heavy pressure on trying to get that creep tumor, but all he's going to be doing is delaying it. Meanwhile, behind this, throwing down a third Rax. Yeah, I kind of thought he might with the way that he was delaying his gas here, so it is going to be... Well, I thought it was going to be a 2-1-1 setup, but he's making more Hellions.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot from this. I feel like almost every series from Cure we see this. It's like a 2-1, it's like a 3CC 2-1-1 setup. He did it. What did we cast? God, I cast so many events. I think it was KSL.
Those are just his first 2 Hellions.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
this is normal. Yeah, it's normal to get 4 Hellions in this.
Yeah. We saw it yesterday. I think it was after you had gone, after you had gone to bed. Cure setting up here with the 2-1-1, and he just completely pulled apart his opponent. I think it was Wayne. I think he played against Wayne, and yeah, he just pulled him apart. He had Hellions, pushing on one side. He had his double drop on the other side as well, and it was crazy to see.
Yeah, I guess this is kind of just I guess this is just the way that TvZ kind of goes, is that these builds just go through a constant rotation. I mean, about a year ago, Clem was doing this basically every single game that he played. He would just do it over and over and over in the same series, and it got a little bit figured out. I mean, with this build, if you can work out that it is a 3cc 2-on-1, it is very vulnerable to run bys on the third as the drop heads out, just because your racks are a bit delayed, your upgrades are a bit delayed, you just don't have that many units once you send those first double drop out onto the map. But I feel like as these builds rotate, players kind of forget the best way to deal with them and the best way to scout them, and just don't really have them on the mind.
Yeah, exactly. And because of that, it can be difficult to really know the best response. And as a Zerg player, that's a dangerous thing, right? It's dangerous when you don't really know what your reaction to something should be. So we'll see if DIMAGA can keep up with that multi-prong aggression. I was just refreshing my mind, and yes, it was last night when we casted Wayne versus Cure, and Cure just pulled Wayne apart with this build. It was actually broken. it was crazy how Wayne was struggling to keep up, and if Wayne struggles, then you know, I'm praying a little bit here for DIMAGA, as we do see the double drop is going to be moving out.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, definitely a good build choice versus Wayne. He does tend to cut quite a lot of corners if he can. Definitely makes sense to go for more of a 2-on-1 style versus those kind of players. But yeah, here we go. Kyo going to be clearing out a little bit of vision here, so he can look to go for a drop into the main. The creep hasn't been spread out further into the sides of this main, so this drop could be very effective here. That pool looking very exposed, actually, with so much creep to run back onto. Lack of creep in it.
Oh, but at the same time, the Hellions, they dive on him, but they get surrounded. The Lings are going to be able to clean all of them out without too many drones going down. I believe 4 drones went down in total, and now DIMAGA can focus on the drop.
Ooh. This is very aggressive from Cure. I'm not really sure if he wants to be getting this aggressive without combat shields, and yeah, not the greatest traits. This will be deflected, and DIMAGA will be spreading creep to the edge of the main now, and yeah, I feel like this didn't work out super well for Cure here.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at the units lost tab, 6 Marines went down, the 4 Hellions earlier, and 1 of the medevacs as well. I do want to say that DIMAGA did come out on top here after that trade.
Yeah, I think Kyo maybe underestimating his opponent there a little bit as he tried to dive on those queens. It's not too easy to take good trades here before combat shields are finished.
Yeah, exactly. You have to respect the Lings. You have to respect the surrounds as well, as Kyo's just going to try and clean up whatever creep he can with this drop. Back at home, he has been mustering up his own force, 3 tanks in total, and he is going to be moving out.
I reckon when a Marine dies on the ground, it should like poison the ground, and you can't spread creep there anymore.
Oh, is it because like the Marines are full of salt, and you're like, salt is like, you know, destroying, it makes the ground infertile?
Sure.
Yeah.
If that's what it takes, sure.
Yeah. Well, it's like salting the earth, right? So nothing can grow there?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what you're
Sorry,
going for.
I'm not a farmer. I don't really know.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll let you know if I ever, if my farming skill goes up, if I RuneScape train it,
yeah,
I'll let you know.
Yeah, there you go.
Now I'm talking your language, huh?
Yeah, Starchy Valley. Oh.
But I'll get level 99 in farming.
Oh, he knows, puppy. He knows, as we do see very little, very few Marines here to protect these tanks. The tanks are all going to get cleaned up.
Yeah, focus fire a little bit lax with the tanks as well, but there we go. Kyo going to be splitting off the force, jumping into the main here. Oh, and this spawning pool is going to be going down. Oh, the DPS.
Yeah,
Marines.
you called it out a little bit earlier. The spawning pool was looking very exposed, and it will go down.
That's what we look for. We look for weaknesses, us Terrans.
You see it everywhere, pal.
Yeah, all of Zerg, so weak.
Smooch.
As there we go, Kyo just continue to pull DIMAGA this way and that way with the double drop, really starting to spread him thin, and this medevac should be going down, but gets almost every Marine out, and looks like DIMAGA slightly overcommitting there. Oh, he gets the spore as well, jumps back in, saves the Marines. Great trade there, taking out those 3 queens.
Yeah, definitely. And DIMAGA has to be careful because his supply is not looking too good. He's banking up so much because he can't spend his money because his spawning pool is still not done.
Yeah, and I mean, these Lings will just be throwing themselves onto the shields of the Marines and getting shredded through. And with that, it feels like DIMAGA really struggling to get those forces back up that he needs to hold this. And Cure, the supply, is telling a tale, that's for sure.
Oh my god, we saw a bit of a move coming out. There we go. Finally, the spawning pool is done. Finally, Lings are being produced. Banelings soon thereafter. We see an infestation bit on the way for that hive. We didn't have any other tech structure like a roach horn or a hydroden, so that's why DIMAGA just couldn't make anything. He was at his most vulnerable, and now he's desperately trying to muster an army right now as Cure is getting ready for another push.
Yeah, I've got +1 range on the way, actually. I guess we're going into Hydras from here?
I guess? Have a hydrogen.
Does he have any ranged tech?
0 queens.
Got overseas.
Yeah.
Got hella overseas.
I think he thinks there's more mines than there are.
Wait, there's only 1 mine.
Yeah, there's only 1 mine, and here we go. The Lings are rushing on forward, but the Marines are just too much.
Yeah, Cure just stands and delivers, and with that, we're pretty much out of Banelings here. The extra Banelings being mocked in at the front. Cure going to be going for a very nice split there, taking out the rest of the Banelings, and there we go. GG, good luck next, and Cure will be going on to face Nightmare.
Oh, GG, well played. DIMAGA, it felt like he was doing quite well for himself, keeping up with all the drops and even cleaning up that first push, but after losing that spawning pool, he was really struggling to recover. He was really struggling to spend his resources and have enough larva to replenish his army there. GG. GG.
Yeah, he was keeping up for a little while there, but Cure just gradually pulled him apart with this build. And yeah, I can definitely see why he picked out this build for this particular series, just because it gives him access to a lot of drop play where he can just, leverage that skill advantage that he has.
Oh, definitely. And with that, congratulations. Cure is going to be advancing on to the grand finals, where he is going to be facing Nightmare in a TVP.
Oh, the team kill.
Oh, the team kill, Papi. Yes, Abydos on Abydos. Waifu on waifu. Yeah, you love to see it.